I thought this shirt was very appropriate because of what we're going to talk about today.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole.
Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we are going to talk about a topic that excites me so much. We are going to be talking about my newest tattoo that I have, and it is on my right calf, so I'm not going to like lift my leg up and show you, but I'll have pictures. But it is a Wizard of Oz themed tattoo, so if you want to hear how I got it and everything, then keep on watching. So the Wizard of Oz is something, like, I don't know why, but I remember as a kid I had a bunch of Wizard of Oz stuff. Like, I had these little teddy bears, like little figure teddy bears that were dressed up as all the characters. I had like the Polly Pocket and Wizard of Oz collab. I loved that thing. I had that thing forever. I had like Toto in the Basket and just all of this Wizard of Oz merch, but I don't even, like, I remember watching the movie once, so I have no idea why I had all of this Wizard of Oz stuff, but for some reason I loved it. But I guess little me knew that when I became an adult I would love it even more. So my journey with the Wizard of Oz, 2 years ago, me and my family went for the first time. My family went when they were younger, when it was first opened, to the Land of Oz, which is it used to be a theme park that was opened back in like the 70s. I think it was mainly the 70s, and it was inspired by the Wizard of Oz. And I think I may do a video on the Land of, like, its history and everything, because it's really fascinating. But unfortunately the park had to close down quite a few years ago, and it had remained defunct for a while. I am not going to say abandoned, because it was abandoned, but it wasn't, and I'll talk about that in the video. I just gave myself a video idea. But anyway, a few years back they decided to do a thing called Autumn in Oz, which I think they originally made for some of the old cast members to kind of do like a reunion, and then they brought it back yearly, and they have like new actors come in, and I think even some of the original ones are other characters now, and like it seemed really cool. And a couple of years ago my family decided that we wanted to go, because I remember hearing about that for a long time, and I was like, I want them to open it again. I want to go there. I remember when it first opened again, I was like, I want to go, but we never thought that we could. 2 years ago we went, and I fell in love with it. I think I can understand a little bit more about Disney adults, because I'm an Oz adult. I loved it. It was so simple, but just interacting with the characters, you could tell that they loved what they were doing, and the whole venue was beautiful. And the thing that sets Oz apart from Disney is they encourage you to dress up. Like, you can wear costumes if you want, or you can, what would Disney, I mean, Ozbound? Is that what we would call it? So the first year I just had like a Wizard of Oz shirt and shorts, and then the showstopper was my Betsy Johnson sneakers. I ended up getting a lot of compliments on the sneakers and the shirt. A lot of the cast members loved it. I think the Tin Man, they were, all four of them were skipping up the Yellow Brick Road, and they stopped, and the Tin Man saw me. He's like, I love your shirt. But the Wicked Witch called me out because it didn't have her on it. But and then we went again last year, which last year kind of solidified for me that I wanted an Oz tattoo, because if you haven't seen the channel, you know that last year was pretty horrific for me. We lost my grandfather, who was almost my, well, I can go ahead and say he was my father in a way growing up. Not in a way, I mean, he was my father, but he was just such a big influence on my life, and we lost him, and going to Oz that year was kind of what made me, well, not happier, because I was really bad off there for a little bit, but it was just like this bright light. You're going to Oz in September. You're going to Oz in September. So when it finally came, I had this gorgeous outfit from Torrid. They did like a Wizard of Oz collab, and I loved it. Dorothy even commented on my outfit. And of course I wore the sneakers again. Those sneakers are like a highlight of my outfits. And after we went, and I was just remember being so happy that day. All of my character interactions, I got a bunch of them on video. They're on my Instagram if you want to check those out. I'm even Instagram friends with one of the actors. No big deal. But I just loved it, and I was like, this is my place. I need a tattoo to represent this. So I went on Pinterest, not to copy anything, but just to get ideas, because I didn't really know. I'm like, do I just do Dorothy because she's my favorite character? Do I do just the ruby slippers? Like, I didn't know what I wanted. And then I found this picture, and I was like, that's it. So it had the house, emeralds. I mean, it was all laid out, and I was like, I love that. So I sent it to my artist, and I said, I want to do this, but I want part of it in black and white, and then part of it in color to represent, like in the movie, that she, you know, started out black and white, and then she got into color once she got into Oz. So, and I'll put a picture of my tattoo here so you can see, but her house is black and white, and black, gray, black and white, except for the shoes. I wanted the red shoes, of course. And then, like, starting with the Yellow Brick Road outside and then going to Emerald City is all in color. There was a few things on the idea that I sent her that I got rid of, and then I actually came up with the idea of doing the Emerald City and the shoes in glitter, because I love the look of glitter tattoos. And this is done to, I forgot to mention this before I get more into the tattoo, this is by the artist that has done almost all of my tattoos except for this one. So, you know, if you have seen the one where I talked about this, I didn't know that she knew glitter tattoos until after I got this one, and then she announced that she knew how to do glitter tattoos. But yeah, so I wanted to do the black and gray and the color because of the movie, but also I just thought, well, the way that it was, how the Yellow Brick Road goes up to the house, is that's how it is in the Land of Oz theme park. Like, if you haven't gone, once you get there, you start in like the farmyard, and they put on like this little skit. It's so cute. She meets Professor Marvel, and then you go through the house, and you know, it's set up, and then you go down like these stairs, and it's like you're in the Twister. And let me tell you, the way that they did that, you get kind of discombobulated at the end. And then once you get past that part and walk out again, you're in the house, but it looks like the tornado hit. Like, it is crazy how they have it set up. And then once you step out of the house, you're in Oz. And once you go down the stairs, the Yellow Brick Road is right there. So that's kind of like, this is for the Wizard of Oz, but more for the Land of Oz, like the theme park, because I love it so much. So I gave her all of that. And of course, you know me, I wanted a rainbow on it, and also like somewhere over the rainbow. And my artist showed it to me, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited, let's go. So pain level, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to say about the pain level, because like my Hawkeye tattoo on my left calf, I don't remember it being as painful as this one. And I don't know if it's because like the right side, you know, like I'm right-handed, so the right side of my body is more dominant, so I have a little bit more muscle built in there, or what. But when she did it, it wasn't like excruciatingly painful, but it was pretty spicy. and my leg kept twitching. I don't know why. I don't know if it was like nerve endings or like nerves in there that she was tattooing or what. But when we took a break, I told her, I said, I am so sorry for my leg. I know that I'm twitching a lot. And she said, no, you're fine. But I mean, I'm surprised that it turned out as good as it was because how much I was twitching. Like, it was bad. I was trying to like with my leg. Honestly, the most painful part was I couldn't get comfortable laying there. So I think that may have contributed to the pain in my leg because like I was uncomfortable everywhere else. But I would probably say a 5 out of 10 maybe on the pain scale. But yeah, so we got it done. She got me wrapped up. I kid you not, like I could not write this. I walked outside of the studio, looked straight ahead, and there was a rainbow. Like, I almost heard a picture. I was just like, if that wasn't a cue that this was the perfect tattoo for me to get, then I don't know what is. And yeah, so that is a very rambly story about my tattoo, the meaning behind it. All of the tattoos that I've gotten have some kind of meaning to them. And that is not to say that if you just want to go out and get a tattoo because you think it looks cool. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying for me, I like that my tattoos have meaning to it because it's more special to me. But yeah, I love how it turned out. I got this done April 3rd, so it's about a month, or well, it is a month. It's past a month. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading this, so it may be 2 months, but whatever. Since I had it done, and it healed really good. It itched like crazy. Like, I was just all the time going, you know, doing the aggressive patting on it. But I love how it turned out. And also, Emmy, my little cat, loves this tattoo. And I know what you're probably thinking, how can a cat love a tattoo? Well, every time she comes around me, she sticks her nose on my leg and sniffs it right where my tattoo is. Every time she comes near my leg. She does that a little bit to my other one, but she just right up to it, just like. So I'm like, well, at least you like my tattoo. But that is the end of a very rambly video talking about my tattoo. Hopefully everything works out. I'll be getting another one, and then I will probably maybe slow down for a little bit. But yeah, I will talk about that one if I get it, just because, you know, you never know. And now let me do the usual YouTube stuff. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to stick around to see what other videos I may come out with, including that one that I talked about on the history of the Land of Oz, make sure that you subscribe. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I am way more active on there than I am on here. So if you want more of me, definitely check that out. And with that, I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys.
All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.